Hey y'all, my name's Pete Sena, and I'm the Chief Nuclear Officer at Southern Company, where I have the privilege of working with nuclear professionals like yourselves across Alabama and Georgia. I appreciate the opportunity to speak with you all today about nuclear energy and leadership, because in my eyes, leadership and nuclear energy go hand in hand when it comes to building the future of tomorrow. Let's take a step back and start with looking at the bigger picture of our industry. Currently, the energy industry is primarily powered by a mixture of natural gas, coal, hydro, wind, solar, biomass, and of course nuclear. Within that mix, it should be no secret to any of you that nuclear energy is a safe and reliable source of energy for our grid. But what about our future? How do we fit into the future of energy? Well, quite simply, the answer lies in nuclear energy being carbon-free. With climate change, the move away from carbon is here to stay. Nuclear energy is a critical resource that provides a safe and balanced approach to a carbon-free future. That's because we're the only clean air source that produces electricity 24 hours a day, every single day. In fact, our nuclear plants across the country provide more than half of the nation's carbon-free electricity. And by that measure, we're the leaders in our industry simply by the amount of carbon-free energy that we produce. Still, what does that carbon-free future look like, and how does nuclear energy play a role in that picture? As the demand for clean energy continues to increase and as more renewable technologies continue to progress, nuclear energy is an essential component to stabilize the grid with reliable carbon-free energy. We need the licensing of our plants to be 80 years and advanced nuclear technologies to be part of the mix for a more sustainable future. Research for Gen 4 reactors is currently underway across our country. Also, most of you have probably heard about Plant Vogtle. In case you haven't, Georgia Power is currently constructing 2 new units, which will be the nation's first new nuclear power plants in more than 3 decades. That's a huge project. We've poured more than 700,000 cubic yards of concrete for both units. Just to put that in context, you could build a sidewalk all the way from Miami to Seattle. Construction for Unit 3 is about 98% complete, and once construction on both units is complete, that 4-unit site, it'll be the country's biggest source of carbon-free energy. On a more personal level, I want each of you to think and pause about the leadership you own just by being a nuclear professional in our industry. The power grid is absolutely remarkable, and so many people, even us, take that for granted, just the ease of turning on that light switch. Being a part of the nuclear industry is a great privilege. We create the standard of living by the product we produce and the way we produce it. In fact, the day-to-day bustle that we enjoy so much, luxuries like shopping for groceries at a supercenter with a fully lit parking lot at night, sometimes it just seems to happen. Or perhaps you have a loved one in a hospital in need of care. Now, none of us are heart surgeons, but without us, without our product, heart surgery would simply not be possible. Now, we're in it every day ensuring our plants operate safely and reliably for the benefit of our customers. Every one of us plays an important role in running our plants, in keeping America going. And through that lens, each of us are leaders. Be proud of what you do. So while we've talked about industry leadership, I want to finish today by talking to you about personal leadership and the importance each of you bring to the table with your responsibility as a leader. As a leader, it's your job to motivate and inspire the people around you, to stay on the right side of goodness by always doing the right thing, by not waiting on others, but taking the initiative to add value by bringing others to the table for diversity of thought. Leaders know that no one person is the smartest person in the room. Look for those opportunities to gain diverse experience. Don't be afraid to try something new. When you're working with your team, remember, the best leaders always bring out the best in others. When we bring our best selves to the table, we truly are better together. In closing, as you continue your career in nuclear energy, I encourage you to remember your place as a leader in this country and as a leader in our industry. I encourage you to continue to be a leader on your site and work to develop yourself and those around you. You keep the lights on in this country today, and it's you who will build the future of tomorrow.